Hey everybody, Alexa right here. I am here with Sean Krinkle, and we are playing Oxenfree. This is your game.
It is, yeah. Thanks for having us. Yeah, so what we're looking at right now is a scene pretty early on in the game where you've just finished having a pretty awkward bonfire party with some friends and a couple of enemies, and now you're making your way into this cave. And you don't really know what exactly is going on in the cave yet, but one of the kind of rumored things over the last few decades on this decommissioned military island is that if you bring like an old-fashioned radio, you can tune in and just hear weird stuff kind of all over the island. So it's not really anything other than some weird sounds, but as you just saw, you tuned into one pile and some weird lights started to come through.
Yeah,
so,
that was super creepy.
Yeah, you're about to open some problems up.
How do I get in there?
So if you head over to that second pile, he was just mentioning that if you tune into each of these in sequence, then something really cool will happen.
All right, so I've got my radio. Oh boy. Oh, okay.
This is so cool. I know. Clarissa and Nona should see
So
this,
we are a
right?
bunch of high school
I know
friends
it's like weird with you guys
doing that.
whatever for some reason, but
Yeah, so
Thing high schoolers do.
which is just party on the beach. Yeah, so you play as this girl, Alex. You're a junior going into your senior year, and tonight you're actually meeting your new stepbrother for the first time. Your parents
wow.
are remarrying, and so you have gone out to this beach party, and you're bringing him with because your parents have gone off and are having a little romantic getaway. So you're introducing, I know it's disgusting. So you're introducing him to your new friends. So you're seeing that guy on the left, his name is Ren, and he's kind of been your closest friend for years and years. He's that type of dude that's like a complete jackass, but also extremely intelligent, sort of at the same time. And then off to the left are Clarissa and Nona, who are a couple of friends that aren't really that close with you, but that you'll deal with a lot more over the course of the night.
I don't like Clarissa very much.
She's a little abrasive early on, and continues to be.
like something in here.
Abrasive is what he
Abrasive, yeah.
Famous?
So what was your, I'm curious to know your inspiration behind this game. Like why go with high schoolers on the beach? Like what was your inspiration?
So the funny thing, we actually, when we started the studio, we knew we wanted to do a game that was like loosely, I wouldn't even say horror, but more like supernatural thriller kind of a vibe to it. And we are total fans of like a lot of the big coming-of-age movies from like the 80s and 90s, so Goonies and Stand By Me, and TV-wise like Freaks and Geeks, that kind of a vibe for how the characters interact. And so, we thought it would be really interesting to take something really weird and supernatural and place it against those types of relationships and make a game where you can really determine how the player or how the protagonist comes of age, which is, haven't seen that in a lot of games before. The other funny inspiration, oh yeah, see, Clarissa's not too happy with you. The other inspiration for it was we went up for the Goonies 30-year anniversary thing. Yes, which was awesome.
Oh my.
We were going on these like hikes off in Astoria, or like a town nearby Astoria, and there were these kind of overgrown radar stations from the 40s, and just really cool looking stuff. So we came back and started researching like, what was that? Like, was America just paranoid, or were these things really functional? And turns out there were like Japanese submarines getting up like a few hundred yards off the the coast, and at one point like a sub actually fired a rocket into a Little League baseball field in Oregon and like blew up part of it, but nobody talks about that stuff.
Was
so
anyone
we're like,
in it?
No, thank goodness.
Good. Okay.
But it's one of those things where we're like, God, it's such a weird thing that nobody really thinks about how close that war got to us, and that these are all real locations, and there's a lot of these types of islands that do exist now, or that still exist. And so, these kids, basically the idea is that these kids go every year, the seniors go out to this beach and party at the mouth of this cave. They ditch the last ferry back, because it's like a tourist trap now. So what you've done was you just kind of splintered off from the rest of your friends and brought your radio and have tuned into something super weird, which you don't know what it is yet. And Jonas, your new stepbrother, was like, I'm going in there, so you're gonna go and try and find him right now.
Oh boy. I noticed you got the cell phone flashlight going. So this is modern?
It's modern day, yeah. We wanted to have it feel nostalgic, but not be like a period piece, So kind of the art style and the music and the way that they're all talking, we really wanted to go like make it feel like remind you of your teenage years and stuff, but also not be specifically this is 1997 or whatever.
Now, did you go to one of those islands, or did you do like a lot of research?
We did a lot of research and hung out there and did we did 2 trips up there for research, just like in the woods and stuff. And then the guy who did all of our music, his name is Scientific. His real name is Andy, but Scientific sounds cooler.
Yeah.
He actually lives in Seattle and goes out to these islands, and all the sound design and music for the game, like all the sound design, he actually goes out and records in the field. So when you were on that ferry riding out on the boat, that's him on a boat in Seattle going to one of these islands. Like he's obsessive like that. And then the music he made all completely, it's all analog. So he's got a reel-to-reel and all these crazy instruments. He's not doing it just like on a laptop.
That's really cool. This is so like eerie.
It's about to get crazy.
Are you
So, something that I'm noticing about these dialogue trees, and we were talking about this earlier, is you can actually, like, instead of having dialogue run over it, people can interrupt each other, and they'll react. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah. I mean, the intent of all of the design for the game was, why don't we try to create a game that is a story-based, branching game, but that lets you move really freely and interact really freely, so not be sort of bound by, I'm going to walk into a trigger and watch a bunch of cutscenes and stuff. And so, one, that means that, you know, the characters are allowed to kind of walk away from each other and ignore each other and behave normally. Whoops, you're getting into some weird stuff.
Oh boy.
But the other thing is, yeah, like you can interrupt anybody, and if they're talking about something important, they'll come back to it and keep talking about it, but we wanted it to feel very naturalistic. So that kind of spider-webbed out to Adam writing 1,200 pages.
Wow.
Like, what is this made out of?
And your responses affect your relationships.
Yeah,
with
so
everyone else.
in a couple of different ways. So there's the branching stuff, which we want to have branch as meaningfully as possible and really frequently, and it really spider-webs out into a ton of different endings. But also, there's like relationship meters happening under the hood too. So it's not just branching dialogue, but it's also you are influencing how people perceive you and care about you over the course of the game.
Exists, right?
It doesn't really look like it. Saw the man, not the dog. What the crap does that mean?
Guy who can't see dogs?
Did you see the first one?
See a man about a dog? Yeah, I don't get it either. I think this is all tied to when you tuned in the...
Apart from the...
Interrupting.
This is honestly the craziest thing in here. Like, how did it even get in? And I mean, aside from some like, water damage, it's not really even that junky.
I know. Try your radio.
Uh-oh.
Maybe that's
Oh, God.
like
Do
a
I do it?
frequency or something.
Is something bad gonna happen to me?
We can't tell you that.
Yeah, good idea. Maybe it'll dance or twitch or something.
Alright, I'm gonna try out my radio. Oh God.
Let's do it. Come on.
Alright, I'm working on it.
Oh my God. Is this you? Are you doing this?
I think.
Oh, oh. That's really cool. Woo. Making a thing.
I can't even, like, what's...
Is it what?
Oh. That's like really precise. Okay. I made an evil triangle. Oh boy.
Hello.
What?
This is insane.
Who are you on the...
Listen, Bob 2, Shoot 2, Sleepy, Time Now,
This is like some Doctor Who shit right here.
I don't know what you mean, so I can't...
Bob 2.
Please, children, bye.
See you soon.
Alex!
Hi. Wow. What's going on?
The end. No. That was it. You
And
drowned
then
them.
they never saw them again.
Yeah. So now, I mean,
Wow.
you've
Ooh.
probably been playing, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes-ish, something like that. Things take a definite turn for the surreal and problematic now.
Yeah,
So you just were like teleported somewhere else. You don't know where you are now.
I thought dealing with like these bitchy girls I know was hard.
Alex? Are you
Whoa.
okay? You all right?
What happened?
That is a very good question. Look, I'm just gonna cut to the whatever. Like, I don't know exactly what happened
So
back
what
there,
sort of,
but the
I
sign
guess,
says that's an old
supernatural
communications
fiction
tower.
did you
I don't
guys
know
draw
about you,
from?
but
Or
I
what's your
wanna climb that
favorite?
ladder,
What do you like
call
to...
somebody and get
I
the
mean,
hell
we
out
it's
home as
one of the
fast
things
as
we wanted to
possible.
do early
I
on
don't wanna
was
be the
not
party pooper
be
here.
pure
No, I-
horror, you know, like
Wait.
not have it be
There's
gore
gotta be some
and
kind of
kind of
emergency
just
station.
jump scares and stuff. And
Way to get
we
out without
reference a
being
lot Poltergeist,
Oh,
like the
and
first
not for
Poltergeist, the
nothing.
original, just because the way that they treated the ghosts in that, there was this sense of wonder and kind of that Spielberg vibe of like, this is fun for a little bit, like when they're dragging the little
For a
girl
little
across,
bit.
you know, it's kind of fun for a little bit. And
Yeah.
so we wanted the characters to be as, you know, to understand these relatable characters, and then when the shit hits the fan, it goes super crazy. But leading up until that, it's not, you know, pure gore. It's more of like, I don't know. It's just it's tense and weird and unexplained.
That was definitely weird and unexplained, what just happened. Now that you've mentioned Poltergeist as a reference, I'm now very nervous because that movie made me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, there's one thing that, you know, we were mentioning earlier, the radar stations and islands and things like that that were from World War II. I will say, without getting spoilery, that the events that take place in this game are based on true events or inspired by true
okay.
events. So can't say much more than that, but it definitely has some strange, real roots in reality.
I can see the cave, but not Ren or anybody.
What do you think happened to them?
Well, this is one way to like get to know your new sibling.
First anyway. I can hear Ren now. Let's go to the fort and throw rocks at walls.
Great.
The cleaning guy should probably lock this before
Poor
he
Alex.
leaves.
I feel like she doesn't really
is
like
our
anyone
game.
that she's around. There we go. Ooh. Let's do the
How
generator
does this
first.
thing...
Fence should be off now.
Great, but don't take offense if I want to throw a stick at it first.
Well, I will, and have taken offense at your not believing in my ability at flipping switches. Is anyone there?
Jeez. Is that
Dead.
a whale? Ghost whale?
Did you get anyone?
You already know the ending?
Ghost whale confirmed.
Warning, do not
And
use
there's
the
a
word
ghost
ship
whale
on
in
the
Metal
sea.
Gear, right? What is that thing that
Radiation.
flies over in the...
You know, I'd normally find this stuff kind of interesting, really. You know, normally.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you find this sort of thing interesting because I find it interminable.
You find it terminal?
Interminable. It means boring.
Oh. Oh, she's that friend.
Totally.
She's that friend.
You can make her that way. You don't have to.
There's a dial tone, but there's a note here. Does not call out. Please dial station code for service.
There wouldn't happen to be a code there, would there?
Nada.
Oh,
Jesus.
okay. That was definitely startling.
Oh man, whoever you are, we really need your help over here.
Alex? Alan? Oh, Jesus, Abba Christ. Thank Vishnu. You guys
What?
went in that hole and a bunch of stuff.
What a
I
nerd.
have no idea what happened. I just
Totally.
woke up like 15 minutes ago. I saw the light on in the tower thing. Hey, did you know that it's named after some guy named Dick Hardin?
I feel,
Ren, how are you calling
I
us?
feel like
Phones don't work
I feel like
here.
I'm back in like my
Code
friend
written
group in
on
high
this
school.
list here.
That's the
Look,
best
it's
thing
not
you
on
could
This
my
have.
phone. I can't call
This
out.
is a little familiar to me, except I was
Whatever
her.
it was. It's been
Guys,
like
don't you
just
read
the worst
books?
thing ever.
Ren, are you
I
alright?
know what that word
Like,
means.
physically alright, because I know mentally
No,
you're probably.
I'm not all right. I mean, do I sound all right or do I sound not all right? I probably sound not all right, right?
Wait, I think
What?
that's the other line. Maybe it's like a night watchman or something.
Wait, Ren, someone's calling on the other line. Just hold on a minute. I'm gonna see who it is.
Okay, but make it quick, seriously.
Oh boy.
Hello?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alex? Why are you answering it? It says it's an emergency line. Where are you right now?
Well,
Clarissa.
And Jonas is with you, of
I'm in
course.
the comm tower, Clarissa. Where are you?
oh my gosh.
I don't know. I'm somewhere in Fort Milner. I don't know why. I don't remember like the last hour. I'm trying to call somebody, but I'm in a room with radio stuff that can. It says it can contact Kamina, but I have no idea how to make it work. Can you just come over here and figure this out with me?
All right,
don't
do I?
care if you guys want to
No,
stay.
just come here instead.
I don't want to leave her hanging.
Yeah, I know it is, Alex, but why would I go to the comm
Why am I
tower
being
when
nice
there's
to
a working
her?
radio that we can use to get help here?
I feel like
Fort Milner looked huge on the map. Do you know
like
where
maybe I'm being a little generous with Clarissa.
And it dies. Later.
Oops. Oops.
Ren, are you still there?
Crap.
Yeah, I guess that'd be too easy. I mean, Clarissa can be a handful, but
Ren sounded kind of more out of sorts than usual. I don't know.
look, I'm gonna leave it up to you. We can
Oh, man.
swing through the forest to nab Ren, or we can go to the fort and see what Clarissa's up
What
to.
are you gonna
There
do?
you
I'm gonna go to Ren.
You can decide.
Who's
Ren
your boy?
needs us more. And he'd kill me if he knew we went to see Clarissa first.
Sound logic.
Yeah. Also, she'll be fine for a while. All right. Oh my gosh, that is.
It's Big Island.
Yeah. Yeah. That
All
thing
right, our
teleported me
rescuing
pretty
duties
far.
have officially commenced. Let's get this done and get off this rock like the badasses we are.
Yeah, righteous.
So when you see those little thought bubbles above their heads,
Mm-hmm.
that means that, and they're not just reacting to you. All the NPCs kind of interact
Mm-hmm.
with each other, and so when you see those thought bubbles, that just means that that character is thinking of something that is important to them. So it could be a thing where, like, you guys could be talking to each other, and I could be the player, but if you say something mean about Adam, then you might go, "Oh, she's mean," and you'll think that. So all of them kind of have these intertwining perceptions of each other.
So I was thinking about myself there. Or Alex was
Yes, you
thinking
love
about
yourself.
herself. Uh-oh. Come on, man, hurry up. I am blasting out of here.
So yeah, at this point, it really kind of opens up. You can explore the island however you want.
Oh,
You
wow.
can go save Ren. Like you mentioned earlier about being able to cut people off, you can also change your mind. You're not, stuck on rails right now. You could go, oh, I'm going to go get Clarissa if I want. But get
Well,
Ren. You gotta get
yeah,
Ren.
she can-
Please.
She'll be fine.
Yes.
She will be fine. I have to go save my friend, even though he's weird and high and alone, and I need to go get him. Let's see.
How are you, doing?
Fine, I guess. Why?
Am I going the right way?
Yep.
Wait, yeah? Okay.
Just checking, you know?
Okay. How are you? Good talk.
Quarter till.
I didn't realize just how much woods there were. This is like a genuine forest.
Wanna turn around?
No, I'm just saying this is like it's pretty sprawling. That's all.
Yeah. I've always liked that word. Sprawling.
Can you talk a little bit
I
about
just
the
wanna
art
make
direction?
sure,
I really like
you
the
know,
sort of
that
cartoony but not.
We know.
Sure, yeah. We
Yeah, of course.
one of the early decisions just from a design front was, okay, if we're not going to have any cutscenes, we still have to accommodate all these characters on screen at once. So we took the camera way back then, and hadn't seen a lot of games really doing that. And so we thought, now we can fit 4 or 5 different characters hanging out together. Sorry, we gotta laugh about that because it's a ridiculous jump, and that would have given you an achievement on Xbox.
Really?
Yeah, because he's like, what are you doing? Why would you jump that? Because they're not like superheroes. Then we started to think, okay, well, it'd be really cool then if these environments became almost the stars of the game too, and so wanted to do like a kind of feature animation vibe and have it be soft and appealing, but also not kiddie. It's not a kiddie-looking game really. So yeah, this is like 90% of the art you're seeing here is our lead artist. Her name is Heather Gross. She's awesome and very twisted. And very twisted.
Happening right now?
Stop climbing. What is he doing?
He's like, where are we going? Jonas can be a spaz.
You've got the weird guy, and the spaz guy, and the bitchy lady, and then the girl that doesn't talk.
All your friends from high school.
All my friends are here! It's so good. Okay. Yeah, they sort of remind me, it reminds me, like, I feel like I'm almost running through, like, a Bob Ross painting.
Oh, nice.
Pixar made it.
I'll take that. If we had a box that would go on the box.
Just make a box.
I like that, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Why is there a cable car here? Couldn't they have just made like...
It's not a cable car, it's a bridge ferry.
Honestly,
Bridge ferry?
This way? Maybe. Whatever, it's a bridge. We're gonna walk on it.
Less than welcoming. Or at least it doesn't look very inviting.
Look, it's a little scary, but Ryan needs us, so...
Yeah, I know. All right, well, let's just see if we gotta take the conveyor thing. It's been running.
I think this is the engine. It's not even warm.
Yeah, no juice.
It's not... Unless I'm doing something wrong, it's not working.
No power? I mean, I would think if it had power, these lights would be on.
I guess we're going this way.
All right, let's switch on the power so we can take that
Oh,
sideways elevator.
There's a house over there. Are his pants purple?
They are.
Nice.
He's super cool.
Just super chill.
Cool spaz.
Power transfer station 167.
Hey, just what we need.
Can I go in? Yeah.
Okay, that's a little strange. Why wouldn't they lock it? I mean, somebody should have locked it.
I don't know. Monsters?
Just monsters? That's your answer?
For now.
Oh.
I found the circuit breaker.
Wait, like the first thing it says is beware of overload. Do not attempt restart without supervision. So I don't know.
That's exact. I was thinking it. I was
Supervisor
thinking
Jonas. So what does it say to do?
Just let me do it. That way, if something bad...
Okay. Thanks.
So are there
No problem.
a
It's
few
just that
environmental puzzles sort of like
kinda
this one?
your way
where you-
around here.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
There's environmental puzzles. There are things related to that radio that get a lot more complicated. So think of the radio almost like an ocarina and like a metal detector and
Yeah.
like a way to talk.
Okay.
Why'd the lights
I'm
go out?
easily startled.
I don't know. Is
Whoa.
this even the right
Okay.
thing?
There's only one...
I don't want to be.
I can't believe this. It's locked now.
It's okay, we'll just...
Oh.
There's got to be a way to turn the power on still.
Any ideas?
The light kind of reminds me of that triangle thing. I don't know why. Maybe it's a transmission
Oh.
or something. Other than that, I don't know.
Boom.
Hop up and down and cry about our bad luck.
I know you said that you sort of. Oh!
Keep looking.
I don't like that one. I don't listen to it again. Oh. Nope. 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 Nope.
That's... God, I haven't heard this in forever. This is something my mom used to do.
Okay.
I am so tired of this
I'm
funhouse
just gonna
bullcrap.
stay in this house for the rest of the game.
Hang out.
Well, someone else can find me.
At least the power's back on.
Oh boy.
Is the little baby happy now?
Quite happy, yes.
Oh my god. Can I get out now? Can I leave? Can I leave?
Soon.
Oh my god. Oh! Oh! So about that radio, that was a chair.
There. Alex, are you all right?
It's just a chair.
You could totally spook him if you wanted to there and just be like, it's getting.
So, come on.
So about the radio,
So
yeah.
about the radio, I know you were talking about the radio towers, but
What a
I
night.
guess your inspiration behind the radio and sort of how you figured out how you want to use it, like how that came to you guys.
Yeah, we,
Sorry about this.
when we started with this idea of a game about communication and about, you know, sort of grounded supernatural, if that makes any sense, which it probably doesn't, but like we were then like, well, what's a natural extension of those mechanics? Because it's not a game where you're fighting people and doing uppercuts or whatever. And so we kept coming back to this radio as like this thing that is really familiar, that people are used to radios, but they're also weirdly magical, and static is creepy, and you know, we love the radio like in Silent Hill and kind of the feedback that gave
Yeah.
you, or radios in a lot of games. We just thought that there's a lot of interesting ways to interact with them. And so yeah, over the course of the game, that really becomes your primary way to deal with a lot of the weirdness here, and there's a ton of hidden stuff on these stations.
Come on, this isn't working again?
It's all right. We don't want to go back anyway.
Well, eventually we will.
Ren obviously found another way there. When we hook up with him, we'll just take that way back.
Awesome. So thank you for stopping by and showing us Oxenfree. When is it coming out?
So right around the corner, January 15th, and we'll be
Oh,
on
wow.
Xbox One and Windows 10 and Steam.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
very soon, yeah. We're wrapping it up now and excited to get it in everybody's hands.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.